What's up everyone, Mario here with Lego Prints. Today we actually have a few Etsy orders we need to work on. The holidays are coming up and people are starting to place in those orders. So I'm gonna make 2 shirts today and a DTF print, so let's get started. Now one of the shirts that was ordered is white, so that one I'm just gonna do on Sublimation. And the green shirt we'll be using the DTG machine for. I don't have any on hand, and to go to my supplier today for just one shirt, it's too much of a drive. I actually have a Michael's maybe like 15 or 20 minutes away. So let's run over there really fast, pick up the shirt, come back, prepare the artwork, and then we'll go ahead and start printing everything. At the time of filming this, it's about 9 in the morning. So let's start driving and hope that we don't hit any Miami traffic. Because if you know Miami, you know our traffic is non-stop 24/7. Let's go. That's not Michael's. Alright, we got the shirt, now we need to pre-treat it. Now when I pre-treat shirts, typically I use a sprayer, but filling this up and then emptying it out for just one shirt is kind of annoying. So for small one-offs, what I do is I just use a spray bottle. Now, it took me a while to find a spray bottle that actually worked. I found this one at Home Depot. It cost about $4 or $5. Prior to this, I just had emptied a Lysol bottle and I was using that to spray down my shirts. But the sprays on those are extremely inconsistent. And then the spray wouldn't be as good or as broad as the previous one. It would be uneven and it just didn't work. So I found this Zep Easy Fill sprayer at Home Depot for like $4 and honestly, it's been great. I have some for the black and the white color pre-treatment. Alright, so I have my shirt on a hanger and my pre-treatment. I'm just gonna go to the backyard and spray it down. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and hang it for a few minutes, maybe like an hour or so, and just let it air dry just a little bit. And then I'm gonna finish drying it using the heat press. While that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing the DTG machine. This doesn't have a lot of maintenance. All I have to do is just take out both white cartridges and just shake them for about 50 seconds. That's it. This is so annoying to do. Sorry, let's just put them back. Before printing, I'm going to run a print head clean on the printer itself. I usually do that just to unclog the heads if there's any clogs in there. Now while that's running, let's go ahead and finish drying off our shirt. If you have a bunch of stuff on your heat press, one pretty good hack that I found is just use a lint roller to get it all off. The design itself is going to be about this big and it's going to be about 5 inches tall, so my main area of concern is this right here. This is what I really want to get centered. Let's go ahead and cover it so it doesn't scorch. So I'm going to start off with about 30 seconds. I don't know if you can see on camera, you have a little steam coming out from the back. Probably not. Alright, so 30 seconds passed. Alright, there's some steam coming out and still feels pretty wet. So let's give it another 30 or 45 seconds. It's pretty dry now. I'm just going to give it 10 more seconds because I did see a little bit more steam come out. Typically I stop pressing when steam stops coming out. That means all the moisture is gone. Alright, we're good. Now the money shirt is super simple to do. It's just a template. So once I have my template open, all I have to do is double click where it says your image here. Now once I have this open, I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop my image into it. And I'm going to do some adjustments as needed. Sorry Grandma, I'm going to take you out of the image on this one. This one's just for Grandpa. Alright, so we have it pretty good there. Now let's see what it looks like. Let's just go ahead and save it. And then this should update automatically. Alright, that actually looks really good. Perfect. Now, I think I could just make him a little bit bigger. Maybe just a little bit taller to fill in the image a little bit more. And his arm is out of the crop area, so you can't even notice this. Alright, let's go ahead and save it and return to the original image. It should update momentarily. Perfect. Alright, I think that looks great. Now let's go ahead and change the text. They requested the text to say Rolobucks. Let's just adjust it to fit inside. And that's it. Let's go ahead and save it. So the shirt is going to be printed through DTG. Now let's go ahead and open our DTG printer software, our ProGate. And all I'm going to do is drag and drop. So now I'm just going to set up what I need. I'm going to fast forward through this so that way you're not bored. Now I just have to hit the print button and send it to a USB. So we're done with the artwork for the money shirt. Now let's do our second Etsy order. So for this one, it is a parody back and body parts. Let's go ahead and print that. So we're using the Sawgrass SG1000 and we're going to send it to the print manager. I don't know why it has 5. We're just gonna do 1. We got 11 by 17 paper up in there, and send to print. Oh wait, I forgot to mirror. We'll do that in the print manager. So that's already set to mirror. All the settings the same, nothing's changing. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and print. So the maintenance finished. Now I have a transparency that I set on top of the platen, and I'm gonna go ahead and send it in and do a nozzle check. If all the lines on the nozzle check come out solid, then we're good to start printing t-shirts. Everything looks good. Can't really see it, but right there, everything's solid, everything's good. Let's go ahead and set our t-shirt. Make sure everything's centered. Let's put our little metal holder and placer thingy there. Tuck in all the edges, all the sides. Make sure it's nice and flat and smooth, and let's send to print. Found it! I got scared because I thought I didn't have any white polyesters. Now, typically polyester doesn't hold moisture, so you don't really have to pre-press it, but I like to pre-press it just to get out any of the wrinkles. Now that the heat press is up to temperature, let's go ahead and place our image. Quick tip, if you have some hard lines on your shirts from the edge of the paper, just use a roller, use a lint roller to roll them off. Should get the majority of them. Just give it a quick shake. That should get rid of all the press lines. Now let's get our heat press ready for the DTF print. It's best practice to always reset the platen height after every job. Especially if you're going from like shirts to DTF. Different thickness of material. If you're doing DTF prints, always have your window open, because as you saw, all that nasty vapor that came out of this. And there we have our back and body hurts shirt. This one I can seriously relate to because once you hit your 30s, everything hurts. And we have our custom money shirt tee. Now, if you want this template, I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. I use a service for a lot of my images called Vexels, and Vexels is a website where you can choose from thousands upon thousands of images to download. Now the coolest thing about Vexels that I've always liked is if you have an idea for a design, then you can send it into them and they'll make it for you. As long as your idea is free of copyrights and you don't have any copyright material in there, they will make the design for you. Now for that, you do need to subscribe to their premium plan, but it's a really cool option to have. So we went all the way to Michael's, picked up a shirt, came back, prepared the artwork for 2 Etsy shirts, and we went ahead and did the DTF print. Now let's run back to the computer really quick and generate our labels for the 2 shirts. The DTF print is actually for a friend of mine, so there's no need to ship that. Alright, let's go ahead and fold them, make the labels, and start packing. I always use my trusty shirt folder. Now, I look kind of awkward right now because I'm trying to like get out of the way so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. So to generate our labels, we're gonna go ahead and use a service called ShipStation. I absolutely love ShipStation because it consolidates all of your orders into one easy to access hub. Whenever you get an order from any of your linked marketplaces, they all automatically populate on your central hub, which is pretty much this right here. On the side, you can look up everything through your store name, and here in the middle, you can see all of your pending orders to ship. Now, it's really easy to make a label. All you do is click on the order, and I already have everything saved as a preset, so I just go on over to shirt, and everything automatically populates. Then I just go ahead and create and purchase my label. Now, there are only two things that are left for us to do. The first one is to drop these off at either a mailbox or the post office. And the second one is for you to subscribe. This is actually, I think, the first get an order ready with me video that I've made. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure to comment down below and let me know. And also just leave a quick like for me. Let's go ahead and drop these off. If I don't have to, I don't go to the post office. If it fits in there, it ships. If it fits, it ships. And that's the end for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like.